right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 792. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who has fallen back into Fallout. Wombat.
I mean, that's not true, right? Not true. I don't know. I have a cold, so bear with me.
You don't know what's going on? You can't breathe? Not enough oxygen?
Yeah. Yep. It hit me it hit me really last night, and I was gonna try to go to the gym this morning, and I woke up and I drugged myself thinking I'd muscle through and get out of the house, and my wife was like, "You are not going anywhere."
Don't bring your cold to Orange Theory. We don't want your cold.
That too. She's like, "Don't get everyone sick, and you'll die. It's not worth it. Go on Friday." I'm like, "Fine, I'll go on Friday."
Right.
But at least I get sexy podcast voice. So
people in the chat are saying that you look good.
I appreciate that. I try.
And thin? Good and thin? Or is that implied in the good?
I think so.
Nice. Take that shirt off. Start flexing.
I mean, I could. I'm actually wearing a Bethesda t-shirt underneath my sweatshirt, my hoodie. So
from E3?
From E3 back in the day. The red.
Fucking rip that shit off. Rip that sweatshirt off. That's a classic.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. If the right music starts playing.
Are those E3 shirts going up in value now? Is that what's happening?
Why? Oh, because there's no more E3?
No more E3.
Those pizza cutters must be worth a fortune.
You just gave them all away.
I don't even have one. Oh, here comes the Fallout shirt. What is it? Was it just Bethesda?
It's the Bethesda.
Oh,
right?
the classic
Bethesda software.
Oh, that's a good one. I want that shirt. Because Wayne Gretzky Hockey, that's the same logo that was on Wayne Gretzky Hockey boxes.
Yeah, this is the classic Bethesda Softworks logo shirt. Oh, now my hair's all a mess. I can't.
It looks the same. Dude, it looks exactly the same.
Okay, I'll say it.
I swear.
Okay. There we go.
And now you're more comfortable. You can relax. You can breathe through your skin.
Wearing an old t-shirt that I could wear again because it's not too tight on me.
An E3 artifact.
An E3 artifact that says Bethesda on it.
The Brotherhood of Steel are going to be looking for that.
Yep, exactly.
A couple hundred years.
Mm.
Well, we'll talk about Fallout later. That was a tease for us talking about the Fallout TV show and game. Ship, did you watch any of the TV show? Just so we know. You didn't watch anything.
Spoiler, no.
You didn't no interest in that?
No, I have interest in it. It's just I haven't got Mrs. Shipwreck is interested in seeing it too, although she has never played Fallout or watched me play Fallout or anything.
Oh.
But I showed her the trailer and she's like, oh, okay, it looks good. I'm interested. It has actors in it that she likes. But then I don't know, it feels like we have to be in the right mood to watch it, right?
What's the mood?
Ready to take something serious and not be tired at the end of the day.
Why serious though? I don't think you
have to take it that serious, but I would recommend not being too tired.
Well, you're saying it's wait, hold on. Okay. Well, we're getting too ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll just tickle people's asses with feathers instead of talking about that. Fair. Did anybody celebrate 420? That was just a couple of days ago. Chip, you did?
Oh,
how did you celebrate?
It's my wife's birthday.
Oh, so you did celebrate 420.
Yeah.
But not in the extra fun way. Only in the traditional way.
We had one of those fruit cakes. Yeah, not like a fruit, like a Christmas fruit cake.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
A cake with fruit in it?
It's I don't know.
An edible arrangement?
It comes from a place around here called Cervati's, which is a bakery. It's basically it's not really a pie because it doesn't have the jam or whatever that the fruit, it's not cooked like that.
It's fruit.
But
it's like a tart?
It's got fruit. It's kind of like a tart, like a big tart.
And
does it have custard?
Yes, I think it does.
So like how we're putting this whole dessert together with very limited descriptions.
I think GP is correct. I think that is technically it.
Yeah, I think once he said it, I'm like, yes, it's just larger than what I typically when I think of a tart, I think of something solo sized, right? This is a single thing, and this is more like a pizza sized tart.
A big tart.
I'm no baker, so I may be wrong, but I think the smaller tarts are technically tartlets. And then the larger would actually be the
That
tart.
sounds like you shouldn't say that.
I'm just saying. Maybe that's why they don't say it anymore.
What if it's an old tart that you have and then you want to heat it up again? What would you call that?
No, I'm not.
You don't know what to call it.
I know what you want me to call it, and I'm not going to.
So was the tart infused for 420?
With love.
Yes, with love.
Because cannabis is legal in Ohio now for recreation, for adult use, I guess is the proper terminology. But so you could technically have a infused tart.
But it's not like as far as I know, like we have like, I don't know, weed places around.
That's for medical. Those are for medical. You need a medical card for that. My friend has that.
We don't have like all of the shops everywhere. That's just like.
Nah, but you could, if you work a little bit, you could find the craft market. You know how you have like the craft beer market? You have some craft growers and maybe they're making infused tarts also. Maybe not tarts. I haven't heard of that. Anyway. So you're saying when the real stores open?
I can put a picture on it for you.
What, of the tart?
Of the tart. Yeah, not of the weed stores. You know what those are like.
Are you saying you're going to go to the weed store when it opens up and you don't need a medical card? Is that what you were hinting at?
That was not it.
I'd like to read between the lines.
Right.
No. All right. Well, fuck that. I went to 420 in the park in Washington Square Park, and that was absolutely insane. You know Washington Square Park, Wombat?
I am familiar with the park, yes.
So, the fountain area, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that area. Okay, just picture this in your mind. So, it's the round fountain. Imagine that round fountain just surrounded by tables set up and like tents that you
tables.
Tables. Oh wait, I have. Oh, nope.
Tables.
Got there.
There you go.
Got there eventually. Tables like that and little tents like you'd see at like a farmer's market, and it was basically just all weed, like growers, also like out of town people. It was a huge market, and so many people because it was on a Saturday. Usually, chances are it's going to fall on a weekday. This year it's on a Saturday, so it was twice as many people as last year, 3 times as many people. And as you can barely even walk through, it's just so many people. But as I was walking through, I walked by all the park troopers. They have the park troopers there with their all in the green uniform, and there's like 5 of them, and they're all just standing together. And they're just looking into this crowd of like way too many people in the park, just like way too many people in the park, open weed market, and like there's really nothing that they can do. There's no like enforcement coming or anything. So they're just standing there, just like with their mouths open, doing nothing. Anyway, but there was no incidents of anything. It seemed to be a good time. I didn't hear about any news reports of anything going bad.
I did not either.
Yeah, so that was good. Usually, people are pretty well behaved when it comes to that stuff, which is nice.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. That's all I got. And I'm home alone because the family's in Japan visiting Osaka grandma and doing all kinds of stuff.
Because it's spring break.
Spring break.
Yeah, my kids are off too, but I've been working. So.
What are they doing?
My wife's been home, so they actually went into the city on Monday, and I met up with everyone later for Passover Seder. Happy Passover, by the way. And after the Seder, I drove everyone home, but they had a fun day shopping. I'm trying to remember what yesterday was because I feel like they did stuff. Yesterday, Tuesday. My wife and daughter got their hair done, and that is literally an all-day event. They
you have to be there?
No, I'm home working. Oh. They're there from 10 to 6.
Right. What?
10 to 6.
What is going on? Oh my God. I'm so glad I'm a man and have no hair.
Oh, it's crazy. I don't understand it. And then today they went and they're back into the city and they saw Wicked on Broadway because the kids had never seen that. And then they went to Margaritaville for dinner because I wasn't there to pick a restaurant. So
Margaritaville was the best they could do in Manhattan?
I think it was close to the theater and they wanted to catch the train.
God.
So
I think your wife just wanted some big ass drinks after being with the kids.
That's also probably likely. So that's what they did, and yeah, and I don't know what they're doing tomorrow or Friday yet because I don't know. I'm
Nice.
working.
Right.
Yeah, I have to work. I'm boring.
Right. I've been working at the table tennis camp this week too. I mean, not getting paid, but
I know what you mean. Volunteering.
volunteering. And I got a new $300 paddle today.
Nice. I didn't.
That would be too much for you, I think.
Yeah,
It's too much for me.
I wouldn't know what to do with it.
You would hit the ball with it
Mhm.
in various ways. In
Even with
various
the
ways.
$300 ones?
Yeah. Same as the $25 ones. You just do it better. Hopefully. Should we show feedback?
Sure.
Should I do this long one? Because it's
You do the long one. I know you added it, so.
This was in regards to my karate training story where I got my ass kicked, and Hayes wrote in and he said that listening to that unlocked some traumatic experiences that he had when he was a kid. He said when he was doing his exam to get the blue belt, they made me fight a bunch of grown-ass black belt adults. He was 17. He says, I remember how angry I was feeling and having to hold my tears back after getting kicked the hell out of me. After that night, I couldn't even go to school because the pain was unbearable and no amount of Advil worked. Turned out that I had a sprained rib. And then he said he never went back there or trained karate ever again. And blah, blah, blah. He said his story was really similar to mine, and he believes that the Karate Kid movie was onto something, and maybe there are a lot of asshole senseis out there.
I mean, I could see that. I could see senseis who.
I was an adult at the time, so that's different. I knew, and I'm, it was big. At least not I'm assuming he wasn't 6'4". But I definitely, my ribs hurt. Everything hurt after that.
You were never brought to tears?
I didn't cry, no. But maybe after. I remember.
I was young doing karate, so there was definitely times where
you cried.
The tears were flowing.
But not because you got hurt, right? Or because you just you lost something, or
you
lost a match.
The first time I tried to break some boards and didn't, that kind of hurt.
Yeah.
But I was right up. I broke them the next time, tears and all, just because I had to.
Did it hurt?
Not when I actually did it correctly. If you do it incorrectly, yes.
But you cried when you did it correctly too, or no?
Oh, I was still crying from the first time.
Oh, you went back. You go.
Yeah,
you don't
I
give
went
up.
back. It was like back to the end of the line and come back around.
What is up with the breaking thing? I don't know. It's weird. How could a little kid break a cement block if it was ever if that was a real test of anything? You know what I'm saying? It's not there's a big difference between a cement block and a table tennis ball. I can believe a kid can hit a table tennis ball hard if he knows how to do it right, but I don't think a 60-pound kid can, I don't know, whatever, break something really hard, no matter what technique he uses. Anyway, what else? That's funny.
I was waiting for more comparisons between a ping pong ball.
I haven't many. Hold on. Give me a minute.
All right.
No, I never cried during karate, but I did remember after the test sitting in the locker room after, and my friend did it with me. We did the karate class together, and that's in my 20s. I just remember sitting in the locker room after, and we both looked at each other. We were like, "What the fuck was that?" That was fucking crazy. And I remember it was on the second floor, and you have to walk down a very steep, narrow set of stairs. And I just remember walking down those stairs was very difficult. Because the beatings. All right, what else we got in the show feedback?
Sure. Rectum662 has to say, I don't know if I agree with Wombat in regards to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles being bigger than Avatar.
Come on, the rest of this is why? Yes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is bigger than Avatar.
Oh yeah,
there's no question about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
this is a whole Spider-Man versus Iron Man conversation.
This is, I think, even more laughable because Iron Man had $1 billion movie at the time we had that conversation. This is Avatar: The Last Airbender, although it is a popular franchise.
Sure,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a multi-billion-dollar phenomena that's been a $1 billion phenomena for close to 40 years. So yeah, I'm gonna give the nod to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Should I ask ChatGPT?
And that doesn't have anything to do with the quality of Avatar: The Last Airbender or
it's
people's
not
enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
Just the cultural impact of the two it's a huge gap between the two.
I agree. Yes, as Ship said, it's not a knock on the quality of the show. No one's saying it's a bad show or doesn't do what it does extremely well. But to say that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is not a larger thing, that's
Right.
silly.
Yeah, ChatGPT agrees.
This is like comparing a ping pong ball to a cinder block.
Exactly.
It's not. Those who know. You know the truth. What else?
Well, Wade Skelton, 75-85, if you want to know the numbers. Man, I don't know why, but I laughed my ass off while Wombat was describing how his legs don't bend the way other people's legs bend. Made me think about the cheap action figures that couldn't bend at the knee and how both legs had to swing together. Was that how the Star Wars ones were? He says. Sorry, Wombat, no offense, but that shit was funny. I'm sure you're still an excellent rower. Also, GP fighting kids is something this show needs to push it into the next level.
Not fighting any kids.
I know you're not fighting any kids. Yeah, no, I still row like a frog. There's no getting around that. Every time I row, and I'm so aware of it too.
You row like a frog? You said you had frog's legs. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah, I row because my legs go like this.
Oh, why? Oh, because the belly's in the way. Because the belly's in the way?
Probably. That's probably part of it. Also, my legs just go they don't go like this. They go like a diamond.
Can you put your legs up on the desk? Like the desk is the rowing machine and your chair is the seat of the rower. And then
I can't. No, I don't have enough room behind me.
I just want to see you push your whole desk over.
It would look like I'm having a baby.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Either result is fine for me.
I know. Would it be comedy? Yes. Am I going to do it? Absolutely not.
Right. I need to show up at that Orange Theory one day. I wish you wouldn't do it so early.
Yeah, that's your own fault.
That's like your kryptonite to keep me away from there.
I know. I even woke
doing those
up,
early classes.
Yep. I got out of bed at 6:15 this morning thinking I was going to go. I'm like, I'm going to go to Orange Theory.
Is that your normal time? You wake up 6:15?
Between 6 and 6:15.
That's very early. What about you, Shep?
I'm that same window.
Kids, young kids.
Mm-hmm. My kids aren't that young. My daughter's the same age as your son.
No, I know. I was talking about the ship. You, I don't know why you waking up so early.
I don't know. Actually, Sabrina is at school. Usually, it depends depending upon the day. She could be at school before 7. So, she does the morning announcements for the school.
Do you take her to school?
Sometimes depends on the day. Sometimes I do. Sometimes Laura does.
Oh, she has to. Someone has to take her.
Someone has to. We don't have bus. We're too close.
Right.
But too far to drive. Too far to walk. Too close for a bus.
Right.
By 0.1 mile. So it's annoying.
I wake up at 7:30 because nobody needs me to do anything until 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I wake up.
That's because your son doesn't do the morning announcements.
Well, he walks to school. unless it's raining or really cold and snowing, then I'll drive him.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks to global warming, it's really not much snow or cold anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo.